Hey, and welcome back to our channel. Today we are having coffee and conversation around how do I love myself when I know too much about what I've done, things I've said, or things about me I don't like.
Yeah, I was thinking when you were saying that, by the way, it's a great topic. I was thinking when you were saying that, man, I am 45. 45?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm 40 something. I spent so long of my past doing things with a lot of regrets.
Yeah.
Like I made choices that I have a lot of regrets over. And in the past, I had so much shame and guilt over those things that it kept me so small. And I'm like, man, there's no way I could possibly love myself. I remember being asked one time by one of my counselors, what do you think about yourself? And I was like, man, I'm giving, loving. I think I may have said one other positive thing. And then I was like, let me think that through. I actually hate myself. I don't like myself at all. There's a lot of things that I just dislike about myself. And then I went down this road of thoughts of like, man, I really don't care for myself. And that's the first time I really acknowledged it. I didn't acknowledge it before. It's like a blind spot that was there. Like I knew that something was wrong with me, but I didn't really engage or deep down think about what do I really think about myself. And I had all this shame and guilt that was kind of like in the background that I didn't want to touch or deal with or open that door to. And it kept me just so ineffective in life, and it affected my health and my thought process, and it made me small and little, and I experienced so much depression, anxiety, panic issues around all that.
So let's talk about the thoughts because I relate to myself as I am my thoughts, right? When actually I have 40 to 60,000 thoughts a day and they're just thoughts. It's what I choose to think about that make them relevant, right? And so if I'm having a thought of regret or shame or guilt, I can notice the thought as an observer of, oh, there's that nasty thought about myself. And then I can move on. Or I can see that thought and choose to engage in it and play into it. I'm such a failure. I've done too much and people don't love me and they shouldn't love me. And I can really go down that path, and you have a choice. Your thoughts are not you. Your brain is a meaning-making machine, right? It is going to make a meaning literally out of everything. And so in your case, what I was getting as you're talking is all the meaning around the things you did that created the shame and guilt.
Yeah, a lot of significance.
Yeah, a lot. Rather than like really looking at forgiving yourself and letting all those things go. And I think it takes really understanding what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is allowing grace for yourself. And when Jesus forgives us, he says he will never think about it again. And it's us who keep ourselves stuck where we are, which makes us not love ourselves. Like I didn't love myself either. When I realized who I really was to other people, it was very different than what was in my head about myself.
Yeah.
Because it was like I told this fairy tale story about myself that I wanted other people to see or think about me. But really, none of that was true because I didn't like myself to begin with.
Right. So a question you may want to ask yourself from that is, what do I really think about myself? Like, what are the thoughts and quality of thoughts that are like running through my head right now about myself?
And then second, start to look at your thoughts as just thoughts.
They're not who you are.
They are not who you are. who you are is your word and what you say. And so really look at your thoughts as though they're over here versus me.
Yeah, who you are. I have related to my thoughts as I would have these thoughts because you have, what'd you say, 40 to 65,000 a day. That's really one thought every 2 seconds. There is a lot. And we can do is just pause here just for a second and listen to those thoughts in your own head. And so it is that thought that comes up that's either like, yeah, I know exactly what they're talking about, or it's that thought that comes up like, what is he talking about? I don't have that many thoughts in my head. That's what we're talking about, is that part.
Yeah.
And if we can relate to that as it's not me, but it's over here separate, it will completely disconnect the part that's like shame and guilt because I had that thought again. Because you can't control your thoughts. You can influence your thoughts.
Or choose to engage.
Yeah, there's this awesome quote that I heard. I can't tell you who it's from. Maybe you can put in the comments who did this thought, but you can either entertain your thoughts or be entertained by your thoughts. And what that looks like is I can either entertain my thoughts, like listen to them like they're me and like flow with what my thoughts say for me to do, or I can be entertained by my thoughts being like, oh, there you are. There's that negativity coming up again, and that's not who I am. So I'm going to choose to let that go. So you can choose one of the two.
Yeah, that's good.
I like that one too.
Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Hey, if you're new to our channel, come check out this video to find out more about who we are and what we're up to.
Yeah, and we would love for you to join our tribe. So go ahead and click that subscribe button.